You know that you control me. Guilty self-affliction. Prey on me when I'm lonely. But now I'm your willing victim. My friends already told me, but I don't wanna listen. 'Cause I love the way you hold me. And I don't need a reason. 'Cause I don't wanna be.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Windrows. Today I'm going to probably be doing some building. We might go and get a bit of materials, might do a little bit of fighting, might do a little bit of just bits and pieces, but mostly building. And the reason why is because I'm like, this game's going to need, you know, it's about getting money, getting rep, unlocking building recipes and building, right? Building a nice house or town or whatever you want to do. And I'd like to build like a pirate town, and I've got to figure out how to do that yet, because I'm not, you know, I got that most of them were probably like pirate stuff was mostly probably wood, and then you've got the colonial stuff which was more stone. So got to figure out the mix anyway. So I kind of made a start. So we have the starting to the wall. I might make it that one, like one higher, because right now this would be the top where you would walk. But I might actually do it up there and just have it just the extra one higher. It looks a bit better. We also have an entrance. Now you can see why I might want it that one higher. It might look better if there was a wall here and then it was up there. But we also have, thanks to a YouTuber, I watched a video on how to, he done like a sea wall, and he was explaining how to make it work if you had a round tower. And I was like, round tower. I hadn't thought of doing a round building, because all the skills I picked up in other games to make square objects into round buildings, like Minecraft, you know, you can't make it round, but you can still do a circle if it's big enough, and because the blocks work. But other games where you get an option to rotate walls and stuff, you know, Valheim, stuff like that. And I hadn't thought of that at all. I literally hadn't thought of any of that. So I have copied his design for a round tower. I watched his tutorial, and this was the result. It's a very nice round tower. As you can see, mine is a little different. He uses the floor pillars as the walls, but I'm using actual wall sections, which means I can get windows in, and it has an interior, like a much bigger interior. I also added another little wall over here with another little door which will go to a different part. I think I also extended the dock a little, yeah. So this dock is now a lot bigger. I think it stopped like on this one, and now it goes down to here, and it's probably going to be a little bigger than that. So there are some really cool things that I did with the tower. I needed a way to get up here, so I made stairs. So these stairs go up. Along here you would put cannons. Okay, there's a walkway there, and there's a walkway over the other side, which we'll get to in a minute. I'm kind of trying to keep it a little secret, which is why I'm not turning the camera in that direction. This is going to be the new warehouse. Although, again, I might change the bottom out for just stone and then have just the top one as wood. And I don't have like a wood roof. I'd imagine pirate towns would have had a wood roof, not a tile roof like the colonials would have, right? But I don't have a wood roof. There's also things like they added in... They updated some stuff, and they added in, for instance, these triangle pieces. But they're not right angles. It's a 30-degree angle. It's not a 45-degree corner, which means that in most instances it's useless. See? In theory, it should be straight there. It should be straight on this side. Right, so it should be straight there and straight there, and then it should have a line going from there. In other words, it needs to be a little bit bigger. Right, but they're not 45 degree, which means that they're not very good. They're not much useful, to be fair. And then they've got these stone floors where they've done the same thing. They look like they're 45 degree. Like this one, again, it's not 45 degree, because if it is, it would touch both of these walls at the same time, so it's not. It's just, yeah, logic, right? And the same with this one, which is like a tile one. And they added in, where is it? We've got these are 45 degree vertical corners. For the small blocks, but not for the big ones. But the ones they don't have is like these ones. I don't have these ones, but it's possible that I just haven't bought the plan yet. So I might go and spend a bunch of my gold and go and buy plans for it. Oh, however, I have a bit of software in the background that gives me a few little benefits for when I'm farming. I don't use them normally. It's just when I want to go out and get material, I turn on like some stuff like super armor that just gives me, so I don't just get wrecked on the way to a mine or to somewhere. Anyway, so this is the bottom of the tower. Let me turn this off. So this is going to move. This is the old warehouse, so this will be going, obviously, which I planned anyway. I already started moving some of the chests. You might have noticed, actually, on this one, instead of using the chests, I'm using boxes. So we've got, like, wood here, a bunch of wood here, and you've got a bunch of wood here. We've got other wood here. These ones are empty, I believe, yeah. And then we've got stone here, fibre up there. I did have fibre in there. Over here we've got copper. In here we've got copper ingots and nails. In here we've got iron, and in here there's some more iron and iron ingots. And then over here some gold, silver, and the tumbaga that we got. And the plan is to maybe even redo this, because this is only 2 square blocks high. Right, but I can do a better job by making this a little higher, actually, like 1 block higher, and then I could have a little walkway around the top, for instance, and you know, just something, just to make it not look square. I got a better idea for the door. Anyway, so let's go have a quick look at the tower. So yeah, so this is this. I had to move my furnaces from here because they broke. So this is the tower. Currently, this is how we get up from inside. I have fixed that as well. I have a better way to do that, so we might be doing that. I just need to get rid of this tile in the corner. But I might even tear this tower down and use my new idea, because as I said, I managed to make them higher and it would work with a new wall. It would work better with a new wall that I'm thinking of putting in. So I might even tear all of this down and then completely redo it. I don't have to tear the base out. The base can stay, and this bottom row of walls can stay, because we could put windows in here as well, in theory. These windows in here to match, right? But if we go back upstairs now, we come along here. I've got a door here which goes inside, and I figured out how to get stairs to go up the outside, which means I can actually get to the bonfire on top. So you can actually put stairs on the outside. This one I stuck a little, one of those weird triangle pieces on because it was a really big gap, as you can see. The others, I couldn't get it to fit. There was nowhere to put it. I also managed to make a nice curved walkway all the way round to get to the wall over here. So I think I've done pretty well, actually, to do that. But as I said, I've now figured out how to make this taller. Like I think I can even get it to the world height. So the world has a max height limit. I think that I can potentially get it all the way up there. Not that we're going to. In fact, I think, you know, for a pirate town, I don't think it really needs to be more than maybe 3 high. Maybe. And then we'll put something at the top with the bonfire back on it again. But I'm probably going to get rid of these stairs because, as I said, I've found a way to do an inside set of stairs that actually looks better. This looks great going up the tower, but the inside ones look even better, so I may do that. So yeah, again, tear this down, make this a little higher. So anyway, with the wall, I'm thinking that I'll get rid of all this. We'll remove that for now. So we get rid of all that. And we're going to get rid of this floor because I want it that one higher. As I said, today's going to be just mostly probably just building and trying to make it look cool. I'm going to have to put up a bunch of like empty buildings and random stuff to make it look like it's more populated than it really is. It's a shame because this actually took a little while to get like relatively neatly done. Like, there's certain ways to do it jankily, but I tried to make this as neat as possible to make it look like it. There actually are curved bits, but they're not. There isn't. Right. So how do I really want to do this? Because I kind of want to do wow, why didn't it just freeze? Hello? Game? The game's frozen. That's a first. I haven't had it frozen before. Well, I'm going to have to shut it down and restart because it's completely frozen. Wow. There was a patch just before, which is why I was a little late. I literally pressed play on like Windows to launch the game, and it sat there doing nothing for ages. I was trying to figure out why. It's because it was doing a little patch. I don't think it downloaded earlier. Right, let's see if where it left me. I don't know if it saved me at that point. Or if it's rolled back at all. I've also noticed there was quite a bit of lag when I got on the ship for some reason. Now, it could be one or two of the mods that I've got on. But I don't know. Or it could be that it's just, I don't know, something weird has gone on. They've been having problems with corrupted saves on the Steam cloud. Seeing as everything pretty much goes through the Steam cloud. It's a little janky. They've done some fixes today that they've changed how it works or something. What the patch was. To try and stop the corruption. Alright, so it left me... Okay, fine. So we it didn't do anything. Right. Let's try that again. Okay, now it's working. So yeah, so I'm thinking of basically... doing that, and then the floor will be up one, so the floor would be here instead, right, along here. This is going to be the new floor, and then we'll have these kind of. We're going to actually do that because that's where the cannon's going to go. And then we're going to put a beam on each one around the edge. I might also do a beam like this because it makes it a little smaller for the cannon to look through. Only a tiny bit, but... See, it's a different stone. Oh, that's what I don't like about it. It's a different stone. Oh, actually, wait. No, it's a different stone. On my one, I'm using all of the cobblestone walls. I'm not using limestone walls. Well, that kind of sucks. Because at the back, it looks good with the wood. Unfortunately, they don't have one of these with the wood. They got this. Why would you have wood there, though? I don't think that'd look very good. So, if we did that, and then what we can do is like that. And then, as I said, that. And it just looks like it's got a bit of bracing. And now I can't fit through it, but the Canon, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. The Canon will look better through there, I think. Once I get the Canons up there. And it's that little bit higher. And then this could literally go like there. Looks good. I inset the doors because I think they look better than being flush. And there's a couple of other little bits on. I've done this. I didn't inset the doors, but I did something different here because this is like, these are basically boxes, right? I did it a little different. I didn't do a flat box on the other one. What I done was I done an angle. So, for instance, instead of it being like this, okay, I got this and I did that. Let's do that again. Okay, and then I did that. And then what I then did, I went into free place. And I free placed one like that. Because it looks better than just being flat. And then we can just go back to the decoration again. And you can still put a lamp on it. See, it gives a little bit of different dimension. Makes the wall look thicker than it really is, in theory. I could have done something similar here, but I didn't. And these ones are just flat. But that one looks pretty good. Also looks like it's a thicker column to hold up the floor. But yeah, basically we're gonna let's put snapping back on. Come all the way along here. And then there. We'll put the wood across the top. Damn it. It's still wrong. Stop placing it wrongly. There. Yeah, so this walkway is just going to be that little bit going to be just that little bit higher. I knew that would happen. But can I get up? That's the question. No. I have to go all the way round. Oh yeah, and I put my farms over here as well. So I got 25 of these seeds, and I'm slowly collecting like these seeds. So once I get 25 of every seed, we'll have this, a five farm plot with 5 seeds in each. I think that's enough. I don't think it needs to be any more than that. Actually, we might as well do this one down here. Wrong button. That one. There we go. That fixed that. Did I not put... Okay. I know what I didn't do. There we go. That's that fixed. Oh. Needs a bit more. And what I'm also trying to do with this is I'm trying to have it so that the waves come up like directly up to the wall. So everything that's kind of being built, it's in the water. So there's not much sand. If I go down here a bit, I'll probably do a circular wall here, like a quarter circle here, and then go along that way there, and well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it. Now we want beams again. Now we can go along here. Yeah, see, that looks much better because it's taller, so it looks like it's got reinforcement. It's looking very good, very nice. Now the tower needs readjusting because the tower isn't quite as high. It is a shame to have to remove all of this. But I'll figure out a new way. We'll go round the outside of the tower probably to get to here. But it won't be stepped off like it is because these stairs won't be there. So let's get rid of all this. I'm wondering if that's what crashed it, me deleting stuff or removing stuff really fast. And I lost a bit of material there. I've also noticed if you break something, so if I say like that, for instance, if I break all of these bottom walls, these ones will get broken as well, but I don't get the materials back. I'm pretty sure that they just break, that's it. In theory, we don't need to get rid of all of this. Well, it needs to be moved, but we don't need to actually get rid of it right now. Although, it might be easier. I think broke the wrong one. There's also no fall damage, found out. There's 0 fall damage. Don't know if we can keep these walls. I don't think we can keep these walls here because this floor is being raised up by 1, so I don't think it's going to work. to reset my wrist. Run it round so far. I know I could have just dropped off the mouse, but not how I do shit. Right, okay, this can go because this will be up another level now, or will it? Actually, it will, but because I'm doing it a slightly different way. I've also noticed there's a couple of oddly like weird bits that go on with some of this stuff. That's unsupported right there. Yeah, okay. So now it's these. We're going to put these around. Now these are every like 2. So basically, here is 2. Then you rotate it 15 degrees to get the next line, which is there, and then 15 degrees again to get the next one, and so on. And then it follows the wall, see? Probably not going to finish this tower today because I want to show. I contacted Lindsay, the guy who made come up with a tower and figured it out, and I'm trying to how's it going? I'm trying to do a not a collab, but I'm basically going to tell him how I made his tower taller. And I'm hoping he's going to do like another little tutorial, because I don't really do tutorials, right? See, now we go straight again and we put that one there, then that there, that there, that there. Don't worry about that poking through the building slightly. There's ways to hide that kind of stuff. Right, so that's actually the bottom of the round tower done. Now for the floor. So find the door. And you want to rotate these. If you're doing this, I found it looks better if you rotate them round the same way. So if you put like that one there, for instance, and then you do the 15 rotation there, that's fine, right? And you want the next one there. You don't want to have it come round and be there because it'll just look weird, right? So you do the 15 rotation. Okay, that's floor 1, right? Then you do the same thing again. So go back straight, and if you look now, the beams... Right, so it was this way round. So now the beams line up. It looks much better, right? Because now they all go towards the middle, and there's a reason for that. Because you want it to look... It's like when you're doing Minecraft, or when I'm doing Minecraft builds... You managed to beat the 3rd boss and got to max level in Windows. Nice. But when I'm doing Minecraft builds, if I'm doing something that's... If I'm trying to make it look structural, then I'll put pillars in. You know, as we know in Minecraft, blocks float. You can put them wherever you like. You could build a bridge that's 1,000,000 miles long and it would just sit there, right? But I would put pillars in because I would want it to look like it needs stabilization, even if it doesn't, because it's part of the aesthetics of it. So now, as you can see, all these beams are in line, so they look good. Now, here's a cool trick which I've yet to show. Because I'm trying to get him to add me on Discord so that I can show him how to do it. I'm not going to do it on here until he's made a tutorial for it. But here's a neat, nifty trick. Really cool trick. Get the stairs, right? So you want the stairs to be flush against the wall. Now, that's a little close, but this is fine because the door actually opens the right way here. On my other game, I have the door so it opens this side and it opens directly onto the stairs, which makes it look a bit weird, right? But if you do that, and then you do that, right? Then you rotate it 15, but now it won't snap correctly in place. Okay, it's a bit weird. Yeah, it doesn't snap. Now is where you need beams. So get a beam and put a beam there. Okay, then you get your stairs and you snap it to that. Now you've got a nice corner. Right, and you can even leave the beam there to make it look cool. Right, because, like, you know, they would need stabilization, right? Now, again, turn it 15 and go up, which is there, maybe? I can't remember now. I know one of these doesn't line up. Okay, it's not there. So... it's... takes a bit of, you know, practice. That is the right orientation, but... Oh, look, wait. No, it's not the right orientation. It is wrong. Okay, I did have it, a little 2 thingy. There you go. That actually worked. That snapped there perfectly. Now, these ones, again, they won't snap in the right place. Again, go back to your beam. And then, if I remember rightly, for this one, because it's here, you have to put one there. Okay. Then you put one of these in. And then you put another one back in there. Right. And then what you do is you go back to your stairs. And then you snap it to there, and it does go. I'm just do it this way. There you go. Right, now you can get rid of these 2 beams again, because now they're held up. Now what you want to do is get rid of the roof here. You have to get rid of this and this. And guess what? There you go. So now you have a spiral staircase going around the outside. The counter on the bottom of the map. The counter What, this map? This little map here? Yeah. So unique treasure locations and stuff. That's bottom right. But you mean this? Oh, it's behind the chat. If you mean the one where it tells you coastal jungle, unique locations and stuff like that, that one. Yeah, that one, right, okay. Now what you can do is you can even put your fences on here. Just make sure that they line up with the stairs. So that one, it looks a little weird because they're going to go over slightly. But even if they go over slightly, they still look fine, see? Now you've got thing. And then you can do the same at the top here with these. What you have to do here, you have to do that. I think I put them two in. I don't want them two. Now move this to there's fine. Rotate it to 15. That one could stay and then rotate it 15 again, and now you've got protection so you don't fall down the hole. Finding all those locations will help you level. Yeah, I would have thought so. I mean, don't forget you've got Ashlands coming soon, so they might even be upping the... I say soon, I don't know when it's coming, but you've got Ashlands they're working on. So they might up the level and they might give you more things. That might go up. You might have to go and find a bunch more stuff. But yeah. This one looks out, and I think I know what it was. I think it's not one of these. I think it was them. It was them. There you go. Now it's fixed. Now it looks better. What do you think of the round tower? Pretty cool, eh? As I said, a guy on YouTube called DeLindsay come up with this using Valheim skills that I'd completely forgot about. Yeah, yeah, well, he came up with the he worked out that it's 7 blocks across, so it's like it's 7 of these across, so you make basically a plus sign out of these, and then what you do, you then get beams and you put them on like this. It's 2, and then you rotate it 15 and it's 2, and rotate it 15 and it's 2. So now what we'll do is, you see, we'll go back to here, and that'll go there, and then we do 15 across. See, rotate it to 15, I mean, and then go 2. Oh, that's not on the thing. No, that wasn't on thing. So the issue he had, or not an issue really, but what he didn't pay any mind to, I guess, is the fact that once he got it 2 floors high, it then got unstable. So you couldn't build it any higher without it being like orange and red. I figured out how to get it 4 tall, 5 tall, possibly even to the world height tall without it being unstable. I'm just waiting to hopefully show There's a mod for what? Yeah, but this is without mods. You mean the one where you can place anywhere and whatnot? Yeah, but this is without mods. I'm using as minimum mods as I can. I'm using as little mods as possible. Yeah. But I'm using as little mods as possible. Like I'm trying not to really use game breaking ones. I'm using ones that are QOL, in my opinion. The only one that I am using that might be I don't have it on right now is I've got one that gives me 3 times loot, because when I go out farming trees, I think it's this island here. This island here, I think 1/4 of it has got no trees on it. I've literally just taken every tree, and I don't like doing stuff like that, because it makes the world look very bare if you go past it and there's no trees. So I put a mod on that gives me 3 times loot, so when I'm going out and getting trees and stone, I get 3 times as much trees and stone. But I don't have it on right now. I removed it for now, because well, I removed it basically because I'm not going out collecting right now. So if I'm going out fighting, the problem is with the 3 times loot, it also gives you 3 times fur, 3 times meat. If you kill pirates, it gives you 3 times of everything. Whatever they drop, it gives you 3 times. So if they drop 3 insignias, you now get 9 insignias. It kind of makes it a little too easy. So I turned it off. And that goes straight into there, because it's at the same level, so it doesn't matter if it goes over. Now for this, I haven't decided what I'm doing for this thing down here yet. Technically that would come up there, and I would probably have to do can't get there. I'm working now on history of a village called Stolek near my city. It literally means shit in Polish, but in medieval way it's funny name. Yeah, well, when in medieval times, most people don't know this. I mean, I'm sure you do. If you looked into it, you'd understand it. But in medieval times, they had a habit of naming roads literally. Like they would literally name a road for what it was. Like over here, we have I think in England, there's a place called Shit Lane, and it was literally in medieval times where they used to pile all the shit. So it's literally called Shit. It got the nickname of Shit Lane, and it stuck. And it's still called that. Issue is right now is if I get in there, I don't know if I can get out. Can I get out? I think I can get out. Okay, that's horrid. Why am I? Fucking Minecraft. I'm literally playing Minecraft right now. Oh, I see. I can't do it because this is in a corner, so... Okay, that's fine. This looks all right. It doesn't look too bad. You know, you've got to put up with some... You've got to put up with a few compromises here and there, right? See, this is why I said I'm not sure I can get out. God damn it. I also need that island to progress for side quest. There's one island I need to complete. Complete the all of the unique locations, and it was needle in a haystack. I think that's the next quest I've got. I've got one of them. Look, I've got this quest to board the unsinkable, which I'm kind of not looking forward to for obvious reasons, because you have to board a ship, from what I understand, and if you do you have to board a ship on this? I'm guessing you do. It says board the unsinkable, so yeah, sail and board the unsinkable. And if you die on there, it's a lot of pissing around. So I'm really not looking for. Excuse me, I'm burping. I'm not really looking forward to it. Yeah. Right, and then so from here. So you'd put another wall up here, right? So you'd have like these walls around here still. Right? Then you do your small wall again. And then you go back and you do your big wall again. See how it's going yellow? That's the problem, right? So now you go up like, so you're literally not going to be able to go massively high. I might be able to get 3 high, but you wouldn't be able to put a lot on top. But as I said, I found a way, very clever way, of making it so that this isn't yellow, it's green. And even 5 up there, it was yellow, it was green, because I figured out how to way to stabilize it. Like legitly stabilize it. Now here's the benefit again. You then go back to your stairs, you find your angle, and you put your stairs back up. So now you've got a second platform, so you can do it again. So beam, because it won't work otherwise. Stairs. This one turned, didn't it? This one was right, and then this one. Did this one require the? Yeah, this one required the beam again. So beam. You have to put. It was there. Then that one. Then that one. Then you can get rid of these and then go back to your stairs again, and your stairs go there, and then on top of here you would have that again, which would then go up to your next floor. So you can literally have a complete, you can get to every floor from inside. I'm not going to continue this build right now because I'm just waiting. As I said, I'm waiting to see if the Lindsay wants me to show him how it's done, so he can get a video out on it first, to be honest. So this is going to have to stay like this maybe for a little while. But then the benefit you've got here is now that it's the walls are actually 3 high and not 2 high, it looks a bit better with the windows, right? So now you can literally just you can figure out that's the end wall. So let's say that you want a window here, right? Take that out, okay, then count 2, take that out, count 2, take that out, count 2, take that out, and now you should be coming up to the other wall, right? So now you don't need any more. Now put in small wall, okay, and then this one's going to go all the way up. And now you can put your windows back in. And I found something interesting. If you slightly look up, not so it pops, but if you look there, when it goes right, oh, I done it yesterday, and I was finding that if I was looking at the wrong part, it would stay down here, and as soon as I hit the right rotation, it would automatically pop upwards, which was really cool. It's not doing it now. Maybe I was at an angle and it was working or something, but there you go. And then what you want to do is, of course, once you come up here, if you want, don't have to, but if you want, you figure out the wall, which is that one. And you can put your windows in there too. Grab the window. Oh. Wait. I knew I was one missing. Oop. There you go. And now you've got the starting of the next set of windows. Because, as I said, the Lindsay made a wall that was angled. Like he called it a C wall, and it's angled, but it's angled inwards. Which I'm not... I mean, they may have done that, but I would have expected that it'd be a flat wall. Because if it's angled inwards, it's easy to climb. Very easy to climb. So it for security purposes, to keep out ruffians, it doesn't help. But yeah, right. So that's basically the tower, which I'm hoping will finish. I'm hoping we'll finish once I can do this middle section. We'll put cannons along here. I may even, instead of having windows here, you could put cannons here. You could remove the windows and put a cannon under each. I mean, in theory, you could remove the wall. Yeah, that wouldn't work because the cannon sits a little higher. I've noticed the cannons are very mismatched. I don't have the cannons, I don't believe, on here. No, I don't. I need to go and get more building things. Should we go and buy some more building things? Plans, because I don't really have enough. Where was Tortuga? Down here.
You didn't sail in here on sea.
I've got the Brethren's finest equipment. Just
Not that one.
That's the best we've got.
It's going to take a lot of my shit, man. How do I have two of these plans? Oh, yeah, because I was somehow given one, wasn't I? I learned one from somewhere, and then I think I bought one, and I don't know how I've got two of them. But arches, I wouldn't mind having arches.
Tools make the hunter.
Clay and logs base set, weathered pillars and fences. Reed roofs and clay walls. Log fountain, log floor, clay and log walls, triangular clay walls, reed roof, weathered log pillars, horizontal beams, log corner and log fence. Oh, these are using silver ones, not gold. I can't buy them. I'm missing a provisioner.
These came from deep
What do
places.
you have? Oh, they are thingies. Timber pillars, beams, and horizontal beams, timber corner, log fence. Triangular plank. Oh, see, these are ones that have got the 26 and 64 degree stuff. Straw roof pediments, straw canopies. We need a bit more rep with them. We should be able to build quite a bit more now. I still don't think I have the cannons. I might not. I didn't see that I had the cannons. Oops. Decoration. No, I still don't have the cannons. Where did I get the cannons from? We got our wood things that I was complaining that were not there. Roofs, straw roofs. Oh, and this thing, kind of a roof. Interesting. Beams. Oh, wow, we've got some nice beams. And square ones now. And stone ones. And pillars. Very nice. So what is that one for then? Like I can obviously this is for this, but is it for this now? No, that ain't right. That can't be right. That one? Aha. And then you put this one at the bottom. Oh yeah, they look nice. So what's this one for then? Looks more like a handrail, like a banister. Is it called that? No, just a small pillar, primary pillar. Oh, these are the ones I want. These are better. I want that for these. I want that for these things because they're going to look much better. They look much stronger. What's this one? Oh. Interesting. You could turn this into like that's a sawhorse there, right? But you could turn this into a sawhorse. Put it on free place. Oh, it has to be touching something. I think the top has to be touching something. Well, there you go. Now you got another sawhorse. They do snap. They don't snap in the right place, though. They snap very wonkily. So in theory, you could put that there, for instance, and then you could get you going to snap? No, that sucks. You could work something out with a bit of time and effort. You could make that into an actual thing, making your door frame look a bit more 3D. That was clearly around the other way. It blends in that way. But we got more stuff. Is there anything else we got? Stairs? Oh, we got these fences. Okay, these fences would be better up there than the rope ones, probably. Yeah, these would probably be better than the rope ones. What do you think? These ones or the rope ones? I think these ones might look better up here. The rope ones look alright across the dock. What else did we have? Any new decorations? I don't think we've got any new decorations. No pre-builts. So we spent like $70 gold and got almost nothing, really. Roofs that we didn't really need or care about. Oh well. Now I have to go and get more money. Actually 60. We had just over 80, didn't we? So we spent like 60 maybe.
I tried to mix medicinal herbs with pineapple juice.
Good job.
It ruined the juice.
Okay, good to know. So this now, this technically don't know how we're going to do the how did I do the, see, it's a tighter thing on this floor. I don't need these stairs any further. Because now we've got internal stairs. I do still like this. It's just at the wrong height now. I do also kind of like it being off the wall. I don't know. It's a bigger radius. It made it easier to build probably than being on the wall. Let's I think it's made all out of little ones, isn't it? There's no big ones in it. Yeah, it's all little ones. Let's see. So if we did that, and then this one would be turned. See, now you've got that. It sticks out too much here and you've got that gap. and then you'd turn again and you'd have the same problem. You'd have quite a big gap here. I mean, you can get over it by doing that on this particular one and that. Oh, wait, this isn't even touching the wall. I don't know how that wasn't touching the wall. Yeah, so now you could do... How did I get that one to go in there? And is it because of the beam underneath? And these things, as I said, these are pretty useless because they don't snap to any useful fucking way round at all. If only we could rotate at 5 degrees at a time. So, and free place worked better, because then I could just free place it and rotate it. Like I can free place it like that. That don't look too bad. Go back to snapping again. You know, they don't look too bad, actually. I can even get one in there. Look, if I do that, it would fill up that gap completely. Oh, I need to replace this one. And then turn that and replace that one. And then turn snapping on again, and you can probably get one in there, in that gap. Okay, this one doesn't want to snap to anything. There you go, now we've got a round thingy again, so I don't need this one now. Logs around the edge because it kind of hid some of the mismatches, but now that this one's had some free placing done on it, which made it a little easier, to be fair, it might not look so bad. I don't think it needs these massive supports anymore. When it's actually connected to the wall, so... Damn it, did I just... I thought I destroyed part of this floor I just put up. I think that was meant to be there. Yeah, this has got to be changed. Because it's got to be... flat wall. And then have that in the centre. And then this one... There we go. Is that fixed? This is alright. I just need to fill in that hole. Oh, I got some of these round the other way. Well, that's fine. What we can do is we can get these, and we can put one here and one if we drop one here and one here, and then we can put one here, and then we could get this beam, and probably that's going to go above it, isn't it, that way? This around the outside. I think it's a bit too thick. Oh, this is a little janky, but it's got all stormy and horrible. Oh, I hit it and fell off. They don't look too bad. I would like to cover up that though. If I can cover up this hole. Covering up these holes would be fantastic. That's alright, the big holes are done, the little holes can stay, that's fine. Right. Fences. I kind of want to do this fence, but it's too long. think it might be too long. It's not even connecting there at all, no matter what direction I put it. Whereas this one, can't see it. There you go. That don't look too bad. I do like my stairs though. I think my stairs came out really good. I could have probably put them over one extra, giving me a bit more room on the door, but never mind. It's fine. We can get in and out and we can come in and run straight up. Yeah. Get off at this floor, or we can go up and get off at this floor. And any other floors that we had. Right, now I have to get rid of these because they look weird now that we've got better things. And I'm going to redo this. I might do it in this. Oh. Well, that's not going to work there, is it? And this will be the warehouse. But we're going to have the warehouse be higher. Ooh. And there's a reason for it, and I don't know if it's going to fit. I might have to push these back one. So what I mean by that is I may have to put them there so that I can push this bit. This whole building comes back one. So this would actually be a full wall. Because to be honest, this is just coming out of this door. It doesn't really need to be 2 blocks wide. A block and a half is fine. Come on. Yeah, that looks better. I like that better. And then we'll have to have this in there halfway. It's not going to do it. Oh, I've got to get a door. Hang on. Oh shit, the mic was muted. I forgot to unmute it. God, I've been talking all this time. I forgot to unmute it. Thank you for telling me. I mean, I've sat here before like an hour and nobody told me that it was muted. Damn. Right. So here's a little nifty thing that I thought of, I came up with. There is, but I look at my Stream Deck and I completely forgot. This isn't going to work now because of that thing. Shit. I need to put the door somewhere else then. I've got a cool idea for a door, that's why, that I used on my other one. Right, we might have to do a full wall here. And then we'll do the door. So this is kind of a cool door. What you do is you pop this in to 30 degrees, right? And then oh, that's interesting. It won't snap for some reason. And then you do the same here. So 30 degrees. And then when you do your door will sit perfectly between them. And it's got an inset door. And it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look terrible. Because instead of it just being a flat wall, so instead of it just being a flat wall with a door, you're putting a bit of depth to it, giving it a bit of character. The same as like what I did with these, why these are inset, because it gives them a little bit of character. You can do the same here. And then all you've got to do is, of course, you know, these would be like that. Okay. And then you'd have actually you're not going to have that because they're going to be wood. This could stay stone in theory. And then you do your wood here. This top bit you would do like that. And then on the inside you just put a wood floor. And that kind of, see, it kind of finishes it. I know you've got these beams here, but that's fine. And now you've got an inset door. I think it looks better. I think it looks better that way. And then your decoration, you can get your oil lamp. Can go right there. And now you've got that. I mean, it would look weird going out, but doors don't typically go out. They often go in. So when you're walking in, you'd use it, and then when you come out, you would shut it from behind. It would be fine. Same as these ones. These ones look fine when you go inwards, but if you go outwards, they look weird. And then you could also do a bit too thick. Nice vertical beam up there, so now it looks like it's being held up. And you could even do your horizontal beam across the top if you wanted. Kind of finish it. And then you get a I don't have it, but you see the canopy that's on here. That is actually a buildable. I clearly don't have it, but it comes automatically with the wharf. But you get a similar one, which I'm going to put on here to replace these ones later. And you could put one of those above the door. It's not quite that. It's actually, no, it might be that one. That one's actually connected though. So where did I find that one? Oh, wow, look, I got these. I didn't see these. I didn't spot them before. Oh, here. So you could potentially put that there, but I'm out of fabric. I don't think that looks very good though, because it's not wide enough. Roof. You know, it's annoying. We don't have any bits like this that are flat. Like, they're all called floors. There's no flat roof bits. They just use the floor. But then you don't have these bits. So you can't, like... You can't kind of put that up one side. And then a flat bit in the middle. You'd have to do... straw, probably. And you don't have a straw floor, so yeah, it doesn't really work. That could, if you could get it higher. If you can get it one higher, but it's snapping there. I think it's gone inside. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. It looks more like it's a reinforced lintel. Now you could probably get this on now. Nah, not quite. Or is there a smaller one? Oh, there is a smaller one. There you go. There were like 2 times more visual stuff than I actually unlocked, but things are horribly, yeah. Well, there you go. That doesn't look too bad. Now we've got like a little roof on it. It just gives it a bit of depth, a bit of dimension. And then, like, if you really wanted, you could, of course, go back to your beams and you could put beams up the edge here to kind of finish the building, make it look a lot sturdier. In fact, that actually don't look too bad. I'm going to get rid of them. Oh, I just realised something. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, there's some good mods out there, but some of them, like I saw the one that unlocks all the building pieces, and I was like, I'm not really bothered about it. This is actually going to come along here because I have planned for that, which means this is actually all in the wrong place. So my door that I just built, I'm probably going to move again because I don't want it there. What I do want is, I didn't realise I was that close to it. Things you learn as you go along, right? This is fine. So now my door can go back here. It can go in this one again because we can put some boxes in here just to hide it, right? So the reason why I'm doing that is because now, same as like, I unlocked this fence, right? Why have I not unlocked a stair version of that one automatically? I have to use rope. There's no other way around it. I have to use the rope one, which I don't particularly want to use, you know? I wanted to use this one. In fact, this one is not even straight. It's wonky. Look, one is on and one's off. In my opinion, pretty badly designed. Then we're going to go door. See, and we're going to put a door here. And then, of course, a floor here. Yeah, just like that. Oh, no, I just realised that floor's still wrong. Because I need steps to go up to it. Well, you can see my plan, but I've made this only 3 high. So now that's going to clip through there, which will look a bit weird, but it's fine. In theory, we could just leave that one open and then you wouldn't notice. It's fine. It works fine. This one could just stay open. And now that I've got these things finally, I can actually put them in where I want them. So this one will go. Oh, I wonder what that noise was. It's them growing. I know it's a bit of a wonky roof. I understand this because it's fine. I mean, effectively, these can be these blocks, and then a wood roof. I can't do anything about having wooden slats. As for the roof, I guess I'd have straw because there's nothing else I can do. And then get... That's a triangular. Where's my 45% straight straw one? Why is it triangular? Where's my 40 odd percent straight one, eh? Missing, obviously. There's the 45. See, now if you was to do that, it would have a little overhang and it would look nice. But no, I can't have it because it's not in there. Anyway, I've got to move all these boxes again now. And the door again. I'll do that later. But you get the point. And then the idea is this bit here, because it's going to be a walkway so you can see into the warehouse. If we build a building up there, we could have this go up there. And we could make it into another indoor or outdoor walkway. So like you'll have the wall across here. And then, you know, this would be across here, the rest of it. I might have to lower this floor. I want to get rid of this. I'm going to remove this house. Generally, what I'm doing is I'm moving the warehouse because I'm going to build my house here. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and build like a tavern underneath and have my house on the top. With like some stairs going up to it. And maybe a direct link onto the battlements as well up here. Move this door to this one so it will sit about here. It will be just a little closer. So in theory, right, so I'm thinking about this logically. So stuff comes off the ship, comes in and goes straight into the warehouse. And the reason why I might flatten this more is because this building, I might want this building a bit bigger just to give it some depth. I don't need it any bigger. I'm just going to fill it with random boxes that will mostly stay empty. I'll just remember where certain stuff is. Like all of the stuff I want will be up the front. Oh, God, any boxes that go up the back that stay empty, I just probably won't use. This outdoor, I do like this outdoor area, but I have a choice. Do I? Because technically the building can go from this corner, right? This one here goes from this corner. So if we put a building and we start it here, it will be from that corner, meaning that the entire main walkway is exactly the same width as those doors, right? And this is 2 blocks. This is 2 blocks. This is 1.5 blocks. It doesn't really need to be 2. I think round here is also 2. I was generally trying to keep it 2. Yeah, this is 2 as well, but it doesn't matter. We can make this 1.5. Right? Do I do the building here and have the tavern under there and my house on top, or do I do like an open area like this and then the tavern back here with my house on top? Because this could primarily go up on this corner, leaving like this doorway over this side instead. So you could technically walk in here and then the back would be, that would be how you get in. You'd walk through here to go to the tavern maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it. There's a couple of things that I would love to have been. 1, a pirate, 'cause it's kind of fun. And 2, well, it is from the movies anyway. 1, a pirate, and 2 a vampire. They're 2 things that I would love to be, but for different reasons. Pirate because you get to sail around on galleons and they look fucking awesome, even though you'd probably get scurvy and die in your early 30s. And a vampire because you just live forever and have unlimited power. I could stream forever, think about it. Why I would want to stream forever? No idea, but doesn't distract from the fact that I could. And now we've got a way to get into the 2nd floor here. Great. From the battlements. Oh. I will have to fix all this later because it's going to take a lot longer to move the door and figure out how I did it and what I did. I got an idea. And then move all these boxes to somewhere useful. Probably going to have a beam in here. So I might actually use... it's not really... I guess I could use it. I could use one of these. Because we could do... it's not going in the middle. Interesting. This goes in the middle, but that doesn't. It goes either side. If I can get that in the middle, you might be able to link it up down with this. And you could just have 2 beams. Or you could continue this up. And put a big cross beam, put like a really thick cross beam across to make it look like it's got support. What would be cool on here would be, I don't think we got any. What we want is a chain, but we want a small hanging lamp, not a great big friggin' lamp. I guess this, right? Does this link onto the chain? Oh, it does, kind of. You have to... Yeah, you have to free place it, but it does work. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. What I need to do is figure out what I'm going to do with this. Move my house and whatnot. Same as here, if you're trying to make this look proper, you would probably have a nice thick beam running along here, because otherwise it looks weird, right? And then you could have maybe have a thinner beam here, or that one. That doesn't need it. Yeah, this one across there, make it look like it's load bearing. Most of this stuff needs to be outside. I think this is pretty good. I think it's coming along rather well, to be fair. That would actually go there, and then one on the seawall. Gives a little bit of light over the farm. Now this looks a little weird. Those stairs are definitely not supported. Too thick. I want one that's shorter. That's the right width, but I want it shorter. Out of rope. But I used a lot over there as well. This looks alright. Decoration. Go by the door. Think we'll put this one there, maybe. That lights the stairs up. And we've got to put some across here as well. I don't think we'll have floor those ones. What else can we have? No. Could put these over just up here. Ooh, there's an idea, actually. What if... Oh, that's too big. There we go. Just enough to light that up. We can put one a little bit along. How many is that? One, 2, 3, 4. So 4 between. So in theory, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could put another one there and then have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the end wall. And you could have one at the end wall or something. You could have like another one of these. That would light the walkway up. It's a lot of, you know, messing around, trying to kind of design and build all at the same time. You know what? Another idea for the tavern. This might not need to be as big as it is. Maybe we could. I like having the extra room, and to be fair, you need to make everything big to make it look good, right? If you squish everything in, like I could probably get all of this into a 4 square, into all of that into a 4 square, but then you'd have no room and it would look terrible. Shush. So, what if we get our beam? That'd be the corner of the thing, and we'll have a similar door to this, but it goes into the tavern. Is that in the right place? That is in the right place. Yeah, it is. Right. Now I'm going to have to fix this because I messed it up. Put that there. Beam. Right. So now we'll do this wall. Then yeah, that's none of that's going to work now. It's all in the wrong spot, but different wall. I know it's a different wall. I might change this to this wall as well. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to see how this one comes out. That's just decoration, so we'll have like that. Then there, and that's where the door will be, and that's where it will be on that side. So you'll have this way tavern, that way warehouse. And then over here we'll turn this round the other way. So from here, think of what it is now, but flipped 90 degrees. So this stuff would be down here and still outdoors, like half outdoors. So it'll be these walls. It could even be left on the wood, to be fair, and we could just build the stone around it to make it a bit different floor texture. So I've got to replace this yet. Come on. What was the other thing I said I was going to do? What was my title again? Building and upgrade. Oh yeah, this is technically upgrades, but it's been mostly building. Let's do a few more ship upgrades because I need to do some more ship upgrades. So we want to take off our 12-pounders, which I have to do. Not here. In here. Wait, wrong one. In here. Take these off. And take this off. I think we can upgrade that. That can't be upgraded, right? Then we have to go over here and see what they need. So this needs wood beams, and this also needs wood beams. I think I can make a few. Make 44. Let's make 12. Don't know how many I need. I don't know how many I need. Upgrade. Right. How many did that use? I made 12, it used 10. But didn't I already have some? Oh, I had 4, okay. I didn't have, I thought I had more than that. So, yeah, we're not going to get much. So 4, let's see. So 6 will get me another one. 16 will get me 2 upgrades. Get out of the way. Stop standing in the door, you idiot. Why does he stand in doorways? He seems to love doing that. Right, we have more defense. Level 9. I want to get a little bit more on the cannons. I want more damage. So 4. If I can max them out, it'd be great, but I don't know if I quite got enough wood for that. So can I make 8? I can. This should give me enough to do 2 upgrades. And if that one upgrade maxes it, then I can just fix it after that. Right, 9. I still need another 4. I'm going to have to get some more wood after. Trying to do this, you know, conservatively. 4. Right. And then I'm out of ship. And I need a level 3 station. to get them to the next thing, and Maya metal. Okay, that's great. So 280. So if I only had enough to get 10 of these, I can make 4. If I had enough to get 10 of these and I went and bought 3 of them, I could literally have just maxed both of them out, but I can't. So it will have to be as it is. Max cannons, almost max bracing. The next thing we need to do, which I think Jennings should know about, is can't even get them in now. I need to upgrade my armor. Oh, I need master's tools because these are different. These are filibusters ones. Well, I've got good armor. I just need to get 4 of these. And they come from Buccaneers. I also want to upgrade my sword. What do I need for that? Oh, I think it's maxed already. It is maxed already. I want to upgrade this. I need... Okay, so I need 3, 6, 9, 12. And 16. I need 16. Mr. Buccaneers. Where's the Buccaneers guy? These one? Brethren. Smugglers. Buccaneers.
Good leather. Strong steel.
16. I think I might get these as well. Because when we get the frigate, we can put 2 sets of cannons on, and we want to have the devastating and the perfectly ordered, because then we get the bonuses of both. I'm going to buy them too. And we can't put the 36s on. We have to buy the 24s, I think, for the frigate. I think we can the second ones we can put on the 12-pounders, and the main ones might be 24. I can't remember. What else do these have? Weathered pillars and logs, clay walls, clay. Wait. Got the same stuff as the other guys. Have you seen one of the other mods? You know the trader, like you buy the merchants. You buy the merchants, right? I think it's if you get the resource one, the basic resource one. There's a mod that puts the emeralds and diamonds and whatever else, you know, the gems that you find in. It does gems and everything. It adds it into them so you can buy them. Save you having to go and look for them. The problem is, I feel looking for them is kind of part of the game. You know? I kind of feel that looking for them is part of the game. Pop back down to Tortuga because I want to buy the other ones. I want to buy the other merchants just because I can. I've got plenty of cash, so I want to buy them.
You fight for us, you're equipped.
I think I need 3 more shipwright tools as well, don't I? For the other upgrade, so we'll buy those while we're here.
Old stock. Still sharp.
Merchant. Food merchant. Done. Oop. Duck.
I have everything you need for a good hunt.
Animal products. Already have animal products. Wait, did I just buy animal products off of this guy?
Craft keeps us going.
Wait, how do I have animal product? Merchant. That's,
Good
I don't
leather,
have the animal
strong
product.
steel.
Did I buy that off the other one? Oh, yeah, it's a Buccaneers one. I probably did. You
These
don't
came
have
from
merchants,
cheap
do you? No. We've got more of this stuff. Plank door. I've got this. But we need these. I think we are pretty upgraded, to be honest. I can now upgrade this. Fuck, I need more wood. And I can upgrade these. Done. Oh, I could have gone one more. I should have bought an extra one. Damn it. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. I've got to get more hardwood. That can go in there too. Wow, we spent a lot of cash. We actually spent a lot of cash. So I'm thinking of putting the merchants out here just because we could put... We've already got the natural resources one. I just fucking bought it again. What the shit? I literally just bought it again because I didn't realise that we had it. Although it's still not giving me what I want. It's still not giving me stuff from the second island, which I don't understand why. Yeah, so we could put one here and one there. Or we could put one down here. Doesn't matter. We could figure one out. We can figure it out. Well, that's all the upgrades I've done anyway. Well, that didn't take long. And then I've got these to do. took all this stuff out of my inventory, so I had I bought the fishing rods, by the way, so that I had space to build. Now I need a lot more money. I was going to go and fight some guys, but I can't be bothered. I kind of want to get this done. I want to try and figure out what I'm doing with this. Does this go straight? It does, that way. There we go. I like these ones. These look a little bit better. They're, you know, they're, I guess they're oil. The other, oh no, it's just charcoal in a dish. I thought it was oil in a dish, but there you go. I'm just going to dump them back down again quickly, just to so that they're usable. Windows and doors. We'll put these, we'll put these ones on, the fancier doors. Wait a minute, it's a window, it's not a door. Hold on a minute. I thought we had fancy doors. Old beaten up ones. These kind of go with these. They've even got the same crosshatch. But I can't put one of these in there because it looks weird, so it's going to have to be one of these again. A bit of a shame, but there you go. Right, do you have to just make like bar stuff up, or can you get a bar? Can you actually get a bar? I'm guessing for a bar you'd use these kind of panels, right? That's not going to work. I just realised why that's not going to work. It's just going to have to be a straight bar. Because we're going to have to put something like this. Doesn't work either. Fuck me. With this, something like this on top. There's a bar. Looks terrible. Why? Why does it look so bad? I mean, you can just about get behind it, but there's no room for no room for anything at the thingy. So I might actually change this. So what if we did it? Hold on. Here. Right, now decoration. We don't have any other frigging cupboards, only these crappy things. So all we've got is these right now. Don't have any other. We don't even got any decent chairs. It's all just this straw shit. Well, that's kind of cool. Fits perfectly there. Could put this on the top, ceramic top. Maybe better than wood, seeing as we haven't got any decent wood. Because this one's going to look weird, isn't it? I say don't look too bad. Does look a little weird. Have these, we'll have like a couple of these behind. And then we could put this and I can just about fit behind it. This is a bit big. I'm going to put these. The hell? Still think it still needs more. Space here. We could go to half if we needed to, although it's kind of close to that then, so maybe just leave it as is. And then what we do is we'll have table, benches, We could have another one. Bit far away. Because down here will be a wall, so we'll do this wall. Maybe we won't have a cover on that. Or we could do it different. We could still do the wall above it, but it'd just be like that. Just a little... It's still inset then. Yeah, looks fine. Oh, it might be a use for these actually. Might have found a use for these silly bits. Do they stick through? They do, kind of. There we go. Starting of the tavern. This will be the entrance, and then it will go all the way back here to the back wall, but then it will come down here a little bit, and we'll have it'll be like an L shape. We'll just fill it with cables. I don't know how else to do it. Really don't know how else to do it. And then we'll figure out a way of lighting it up. And it doesn't have to be as tall as that. And it'll potentially still have just a flat roof. Maybe we'll do like one. I want more 45-degree and small bits like these, because it doesn't have to be a high roof. This only needs to be a very low roof. I mean, we could make this just completely stone. I don't think it looked very good completely stone, but we could make it completely stone and then just put a tile roof on it. Give it a bit of difference. You'll be able to walk in the door and then go up these stairs to get to here. Might leave this as wood. It looks fine being wood for a work area. Oh, this isn't going to work, actually. It's inset by that half a wall, so... I'll have to put normal floor. Then we can put equal floor. And we can't do the stone though. I wish I had this, but in this block, because this block's different. Doesn't look the same. See? It's not the same block. I like it when companies make assets for their games. I just wish they were more consistent with how they made the asset. Like, if you know that your game's going to have this size block, right, and this size block, then you make both blocks out of the same thing. So that people have a choice. The same with the floors. If you know you're going to have this floor, and you make a small one, which they did, then you make a 45-degree one, which they didn't. For some fucking reason. They should have a 45-degree small one and a 45-degree large one. Maybe they have. Maybe I've just not unlocked it yet, but they could have done the unlocks better, in my opinion. Instead of it just being kind of random, it could have been a ceramic set. So you click that and you unlock all of the ceramic floors. Wood plank, you click that, you unlock all of the wood plank stuff. Wood log, you click that, you unlock all of the wood log stuff. Instead of mixing it in. Mixing different bits with different bits and going, oh, there's a pack. Doesn't match. None of it matches. None of it goes together very well. It will look terrible when anyone uses it. But there's a pack. The only way I can get the same floor with that now is... It's time for me to go, by the way, but anyway... the only way I can get the same floor to that now is to do my trick and clip this in. Clip it in so that it sits inside. I can't do right now because it won't let me. Damn it. Okay, so I'm pressing Z and scroll wheel, which makes it go higher or lower. And if it goes lower, it literally just disappears. It goes below the floor. It's not going... literally not going where I want it to. I actually misclicked then, didn't mean to build it. It looks like it's trying to get down there, but it's not doing it. And now this one is like, nah. You want me to go where, bro? Well, I want you to fucking snap. The building in this needs a bit of fixing, in my opinion. It could be better. Ah. Oh, it will snap to there. It will snap to there and I can't even see any of it. But won't snap to here. Why will you not snap to here? Well, I'll cheese it then. No. Now I just have to do it on this side. And now we have to... yeah, as I said, now we have to move... oh, for God's sake. Now we have to move these. And then we'll put... this wall down. I like the idea of putting one there. Now we've got that can go here. We can put this here. Okay, we'll put a light in the corner. Put one of these here. Lovely. Get one in the corner there. Lovely. Beam. Don't like that one. I'm going to use the round one, I think. I need to bring that roof down. The whole roof needs to come down and be moved correctly. And then on this side we are going to use this beam because it's part of the tavern, so there. I still kind of like the idea of the sticks that I had going across it. So, like that. And then maybe smaller beam up there. Something like that. I might just put a flat roof, complete flat roof on that rather than this leaf one. Doesn't really match. Right. Alright, well, I'm going to disappear because it's three hours, been 3 hours. For those of you here, thank you that you've been watching. I know it's just been pretty much a day of building, but I did say it was going to, you know, my title says it's going to be a day of building. We built a bunch of stuff. We upgraded the ship. We upgraded my armor and weapon. One of my weapons, the other one was done. I wanted to bring a different game tomorrow. I was looking at a new game that recently came out. Maybe not everyone's type of game, but it's my kind of game because I like Euro Truck Sim and American Truck Sim and Bus Simulator. It's called Bus Bound, where you basically drive a bus. That's it. You drive a bus around the city. You get lights when you drop people off at certain stops, and those lights upgrade the route. It's completely co-op, although I'd end up probably playing it on my own because no one else will fucking buy it as usual. And I'm not complaining to anyone. I'm just talking about my friends they're not into that kind of game, most of them. And the ones that are can't get on the stream, so it would just be solo. But I'm waiting to see. I asked for a key to see if they'll give me a key. If not, I might just end up having to buy it. But for the kind of game it is, it's a little expensive. And when they released it, it didn't have a release discount. They were like, we're not giving you a release discount. Fuck you. So. Because otherwise I might have already bought it. And it's like, if you want the deluxe edition, it's like 35 quid, which I feel is a little expensive for that kind of game. But there you go. That's me. That's my opinion. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow, maybe with this, maybe with something else if I thingy, because, you know, technically I'm streaming this 3 days a week, and I don't know, I guess it's all right, but between playing in this, like right now after stream, I will go and gather resources again, and I'll go and maybe kill some ships to get some more money to unlock more building parts and stuff. I'll go and do the boring stuff, just go and gather trees and stone and, you know, the boring bits. I think we made pretty good progress today, though. Rebuilt the round tower. Kind of, one of the things I like with this is that if you put the torches like right next to the lights, if you put the torches right next to the windows, it lights the windows up. It makes it look like, you know, it's busy. I'll probably move that one over to here and then just drop one under here. I don't know. But yeah, if you like, so it lights the windows up. It makes it look like there's people in there, you know, like it's used. Why these ones are kind of right next to the light, just right next to a window, just to give that illusion. I'll try not to build anymore, but it just means if I don't build anymore now, then it means that there'll be more building whenever I'd like tomorrow or something. Maybe we'll go and do some fight some pirates and shit tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, we'll see you later. Bye.
Wicked is the price. Why'd you run and hide? You can come inside. You're screaming my name. We're lost in the haze. Baby, tell me, are you entertained? You're saying my name, calling me insane. I'm running like a bullet to the brain, 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 brain. Welcome to the carnival, the freaks come out to play. Shut your eyes, hear the cries, you ain't no games to play. Welcome to the carnival, you made a big mistake. You think it's free, the freaks are free, don't try to run away. Why'd you pull the trigger? You won't find the light in the smoke and mirrors.